And this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And Taylor will slide to a home with a first down. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Taylor. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Cook now off the read option. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Someone sharp in this game. A touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Taylor will throw.
And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this out deep for Harmon. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Out to his left. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. Setting up the screen for Cook. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Yeah, this was just really well done on 3rd down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
a handoff for Gibson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Third and 2, now Taylor. And he finds McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there for Minnesota. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them, because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered. Yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Tannehill rolling to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ryan Tannehill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. 6. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from, so field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want the...
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition. Looking for tendency breakers right now. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. On first down, Tannehill forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here we go on fourth, Tannehill. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 65 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Off play action, Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Tannehill on third down. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ryan Tannehill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Washington 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. But he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Play action, now Taylor. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Here's Taylor. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Vikings 28, Washington 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
41's the mark. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check 52.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
It's a good 11. That's good for Washington. First down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Taylor.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw again on second down, Taylor. This one completes to Kelvin Harmon. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They go play action now, Taylor.
He'll air this out deep for Harmon.
And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Kelvin Harmon,
his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders
taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 75 yards. And the Vikings on one play have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there out of the running game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill.
toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On second down, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Cook now off the read option.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. That's caught. Touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Cook, they'll try and run it.
And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Taylor's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now Taylor.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Taylor.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Vikings, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.